Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back. Welcome to Crypto India. This is your host Shiv. Again, so there are so many things happening around the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin world that you cannot just ignore these things. It's really hot. I mean, the people who were still not aware of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency thing and they were probably ignoring it for some time. I think the market is really hot, especially after yesterday, Bitcoin touching about uh, crossing 5,000 US dollar. I think people have become more alert. There has to be something really big for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and then I really have to look into this. What is this all about? So yes, let's have a look some latest news and updates from around the world and of course from India. Of course, one of the biggest news is from RBI. One of the RBI personnel talking about that we will RBI working on cryptocurrency policy, which is here. So we'll go through this news and we'll also have a look at the cryptocurrency market cap right now. I know we are looking at the prices very frequently, but I don't think there is anything wrong in looking at the prices frequently, especially once you are into cryptocurrency space. You want to look at the prices at as many times as you can. So as you can see, the total market cap of cryptocurrency has gone on to $174 billion, and the BTC dominance is about 54% out of the entire. And if you look at the Indian scenario, you have Coinex trading Bitcoin at 3,59,000, and you have Unocoin trading at 3,60,000, probably at 1,000 rupees more, and then you have Zeppay trading at 3,54,000. So almost all of them are trading above 3.5 lakh when you talk about Indian scenario. All right, have a look at some other crypto. Oh my God, the Ethereum has grown 11.55%. So in the morning, I think it was about 302 or 304. Right now, it's at 342 US dollar. Ethereum is anyway gonna it's got a long way to go. Ethereum is the future. There's no doubt about that. Ethereum is going to the moon for sure. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum are two different products, two different blockchains which are solving two different problems. I know to be doing a comparison between Bitcoin and Ethereum would be a foolish thing to do. So yes, Ethereum has a great future. I'm sure this year it should easily touch about 500 to 600 US dollar. That's what my prediction is. Let's talk about Bitcoin Cash. It's still struggling at $318, and then you have Litecoin at 59. You have Dash at 306 US dollar. Now, let's have a look at what is happening on Neo Coin. $27. It's a good buy, I think. Neo is something that I'm really looking at very closely because it's called Ethereum of China. Okay, so let's see how it goes. All right, let's have a look at some of the cryptocurrency news right now. So one of the biggest news which is coming out right now, especially after yesterday's thing, it says that the Bitcoin's market value, as you can see, there's a video playing here. You know, the video is just talking about this. It says the Bitcoin's market value is now larger than Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. So Bitcoin's market capitalization is about $96 billion, and you know the cryptocurrency now has a market cap larger than Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. So I think we are very close to touching about 200 billion market cap in total, cryptocurrency market cap in total. Right, so here if you see Bitcoin's market capitalization surpassed major stocks such as Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley after the cryptocurrency hit all-time high on Friday, that was yesterday. Of course, Bitcoin is not a stock, but if it were, its market cap would surpass that some of those big companies, including the following: BHP Billionaires with a market cap of 96, Goldman Sachs with a market cap of 92, Morgan Stanley with market cap of 89, and Netflix with a market cap of 84. Come on, Netflix. We all know how big is Netflix, right? So Bitcoin would be 15th largest component of Nasdaq and 58th largest market cap on NYSE. Of course, if it was listed on NYSE and if it was considered to be a stock. But of course, in this news, they are saying that it is not considered stock, but it's a comparison in terms of market cap. So yeah, here is the news. Many investors see Bitcoin as a commodity or currency. It also has a finite supply of 21 million that will not be reached for several years. The largest catalyst for the recent rally, which began Thursday, was speculation that China could reverse its ban on cryptocurrency exchanges. Not only that, but there are many more things. Well, this news is actually basically this one. If you see, this says that Bitcoin mining can land you into jail in this country, and I think these guys are referring to a country in. Are they referring to Venezuela by any chance? Maybe some. This was Venezuela or something, wherein they said that if you mine Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, many governments are definitely uh, against not all of them. I mean, China had just banned it, and most of the governments, for example, over here, if you look at this news, it says that why banks fear Bitcoin. Something that I had actually made a video on recently. If you have missed that, go ahead and watch that, wherein I have explained what are the reasons why banks are fearing Bitcoin. Of course, it's like taking away the business revenue from banks. And if you see here, the Bitcoin skyrocketing run in value as well as adoption and mainstream acceptance has led to banks and regulators getting very nervous and instigating a few knee-jerk reactions. These reactions are, however, simply asserting the fact that Bitcoin is a legitimate disruptive threat. So that's the news. Let's talk about the Indian news that I was talking to you guys about, the Economic Times on RBI. It says that Reserve Bank of India appears to be preparing a policy on cryptocurrencies and virtual money used as a medium of exchange in many countries, including India, but it is not legalized here. Cryptocurrency like Bitcoin use cryptography to secure transactions. RBI Deputy Governor N.S. Vishwanathan said that the policy was in making at an event in Kolkata on Friday. So most of these events that they attend, there has to be some or the other comment on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. That's so natural by default. So here you say that I cannot comment on policy which is still in the making. So policies are still in the making, so he cannot comment on that. However, he said that responding to very query on whether RBI would encourage use of cryptocurrency, RBI is in fact exploring a possibility of issuing its own fiat cryptocurrency while it is not compatible with non-fiat or private cryptocurrency. Something that we very similar to the same comment that we heard a couple of like 10 or 15 days back by Mr. Executive Director Mr. Sudarshan saying that he will be more insisting on having their own cryptocurrency, like something like Lakshmi or something. But however, there are no news as such if they are working on any cryptocurrencies, or even in terms of regulations of other cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and others, they want to wait. So, all right, this is a very funny news here from US that says that tell us why you bought Bitcoin or face account closer US bank to customer. So it seems there is a one bank in US. The bank name is called PNC, and it says that it is asking their customers, tell me why did you buy Bitcoin, or else we will close the account. So here you can see there was a conversation here. It says I have had banking. So this is one of the customer from PNC Bank. It says I've had a banking relationship with PNC Bank for 15 years. I just got a call to verify unusual activity the post rates. He asked me to confirm a couple of transactions, then asked for what purpose are you buying Bitcoin? And when the user refused to divulge purpose, the bank's representative threatened to close the account. So it's basically the bank which says that if you don't tell me why did you buy Bitcoin, I will close the bank account. Well, that I don't think that should really be bothering the customer. Customer have so many other banks which they can go with. So it is only the bank which is telling, and it's very strange for a bank to ask this question. I told him I would answer, then he said that what are you going to do with it? This is very funny. Okay, so I again told him I would not answer, and then he informed me that his security team told me he would exit the relationship with me, and if they didn't get the satisfactory answer. This is bizarre relationship banks have with cryptocurrencies. Of course, most of the banks are not really happy the way Bitcoin is outperforming all the assets, and the way Bitcoin users are increasing day by day. So here, if you see the tales of threats and sudden account suspensions have surpassed not just in the US but also in Europe and UK-based Barclays, becoming one of the most offenders in terms of contradictory and overreaching policy. Banks' treatment of Bitcoin combined with bankers championing fiat has led to increasing ridicule from cryptocurrency investors in light of JP Morgan Jamie Dimon allegations that Bitcoin is a fraud. Well, this is very natural. We do see a lot of banks not happy with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but because basically they are disrupting the cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin is here to disrupt the banking system. And of course, it's like taking away the business from banks, and it's the natural reaction. That's it for now, guys. Let me know how did you like the content, and I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, or if you're just getting started in cryptocurrency, if you would like to learn more, you can put that in the comment box or get in touch with me. And probably if you have any question, you can leave that in the comment box, and I'll be more than glad to help you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.